Well, just hours after the mass shooting in El Paso, another gunman opened fire outside of a popular bar in Dayton, Ohio. 9 people were killed and 27 others injured when a gunman wearing body armor began shooting around 1 a.m. in Dayton's historic Oregon district. Surveillance video shows people running for their lives when shots began to ring out. According to Dayton's police chief, the shooter, a 24-year-old white male, was killed by police within 30 seconds of the first shots being fired. Dayton police have not released any information on a possible motive at this point. Authorities say there is nothing in his history that would have prevented him from legally obtaining firearms. One of the victims of the shooting has been identified as the gunman's younger sister. The victims range in age from 22 to 57.
Let's bring in right now the mayor of Dayton, Ohio, Nan Whaley. Mayor, thank you so much for being with us. We are so sorry for another challenge to your great city. What can you tell us this morning about what you know?
Well, thank you for having me on this morning. I think for us in Dayton, we're in the work of healing our community. Last night around 8 o'clock, we had thousands of people that came to the Oregon District, is one of the most popular places in the entire region, to really mourn and mourn for those that have died, to really pray and think for their family, and to bring this community together. This summer has been actually a pretty tough summer for the city. We had 14 tornadoes ravage our community in May, and then to have this, which I believe is a completely preventable act, really tear across our community with more questions than answers.
Well, this also, you said it was a completely preventable act. This, unlike the El Paso shooting, there were warning signs. I guess this man had been expelled from his school, wrote very graphic things about the people he wanted to kill and do terrible things with. Tell us, why do you think it was preventable?
I think, frankly, that seeing what this young man could do to our community in 24 seconds, to kill 9 people and injure 26 in the course of 24 seconds with a gun that he received legally, with magazines that he received legally. As you see the footage, which is pretty heroic, of our police officers running toward a gunman with this kind of weapon, I just can't understand why we would need anything like this on our streets, which he obtained legally. And I think that's the real question for us is, and for our police department, is why is this necessary? We live in Southern Ohio. Our community has rifles to hunt with. They have handguns, of course, but when a police department is just lucky, frankly, to get to this person in 24 seconds. If he would have gotten into that bar, which is where he was going, hundreds would have been dead yesterday morning.
Tell us more about that remarkable police response, which I know, yes, lucky, but also a lot of bravery involved there, and how the community at this point is keeping together.
Yeah, incredible bravery by the Dayton Police Department. The reason why I say it was lucky was it was about 1 in the morning. The Oregon District is one of the most popular places for folks to be out. It was a nice evening, so we have a police presence in the Oregon District, and so there were 6 officers that responded in that very short time period. Most of these officers, 5 of them, had only been on duty as police officers in Dayton for 3 years. So just imagine, they've been working in Dayton for 3 years, and this is what they walk into, and that they're able to save so many lives. We are devastated for the lives that are lost, and as mayor, that's our work, is to do whatever we can for the victims' families and the victims. That's our job as a community, to bring people together. But I just really am hoping that somebody in DC, somebody in Columbus will start doing their job.
Okay,
Mayor Nan
Mayor.
Whaley, thank you very much. Us too. We appreciate you being on the show this morning, and we have much more ahead on the two shootings this weekend. 29 total dead. We'll talk to presidential candidate Beto O'Rourke and the Congresswoman who succeeded him as El Paso's representative in the House, Veronica Escobar. Morning Joe is coming right back.
Thanks for checking out MSNBC on YouTube, and make sure you subscribe to stay up to date on the day's biggest stories. And you can click on any of the videos around us to watch more from Morning Joe and MSNBC. Thanks so much for watching.